Teddy couldn't sleep at all. He forced the warden to gather the patients again, so he could question them one by one. Besides searching for clues about Rachel, he was even more determined to learn something about ladies, the arsonist who killed his wife. Then, out of nowhere, an old woman shooed Chuck away and quickly wrote a sentence in Teddy's notebook. But when Teddy asked if she knew a patient named Ladies, she instantly showed fear, shook her head, and walked off. Teddy then suggested checking his cemetery, in case Ladies was already dead, but the two searched through the pouring rain and found nothing. Chuck finally asked, "Did that old lady give you some kind of clue?" Teddy, unsuspecting, showed him the note. And that's when something strange happened. The words she clearly wrote on the left page were now on the right page. These bizarre details will all make sense later. The rain grew heavier, so they ducked into a shelter. There, Teddy finally revealed his true reason for coming to Shutter Island. Finding his enemy was only part of it. He wanted to expose the island's secret experiments, ***. Teddy told him about a man named George, a prisoner who volunteered to participate in Shutter Island's brain experiments for money. After taking the medication, George became violent and unstable. A year later, the island released him back to society. But the moment he stepped onto the mainland, he acted as if controlled, and stabbed 3 strangers to death. Normally he'd be sent back to Shutter Island, but in court George begged, "Give me the death penalty, just don't send me back to that island." Hearing this, Chuck felt a chill. Don't you think all of this is just too convenient? Teddy wants to investigate the island, and right on cue, a missing patient forces him to come. Maybe there was never a missing patient at all. Chuck suspected someone might have deliberately lured Teddy onto Shutter Island, ***. At that moment, the warden appeared right on time, acting concerned as he escorted them away. But when they changed clothes and stepped back out, they overheard the doctors discussing the number of prisoners.
You said you had no idea what that second line could refer to, correct?
Who is 67? Yes, I'm afraid I still don't. None of us do.
Uh-huh. Nothing comes to mind. Nothing? Because I believe I just heard you say there are 24 patients in Ward C, and 42 patients in Wards A and B, which means there's a total of, 66 patients at this facility?
That is correct, yes.